Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Paula again. I'm a public health professional and I make videos to help you get your health and the health of everyone around you right on track. Thank you so much to my returning subscribers. If you're just passing or you're visiting, please, you might want to consider subscribing to this channel. It will help you, understand issues, relatable issues surrounding mental health, applicable issues, and things you can extend to your environment, to your friends and family. The channel just doesn't focus on you alone. It focuses on what you can do to help out, help your neighbor, your community, and the society at large. So you might want to turn on the notification button when you subscribe so that you get to know when new videos are released. Guys, feel free to reach out to me via my email, which is reading at the screen. You're going to be seeing it right now popping up on your screen. So let's get down to business, to the business of the day. We're going to be talking about something really interesting, relatable as usual. That's what we do here. We talk about relatable things and important. We'll be discussing self-care and how it applies to our everyday living. So self-care is basically the ability of one to take care of oneself. It's the ability to take care of yourself, as an individual, as a family, as a community, to adopt measures that will promote your health, prevent disease, and for you to also be able to cope with disabilities and illnesses with or without the help of a healthcare professional. So my definition is actually from WHO, is a paraphrase. It's just to make you understand that self-care is anything you do to prevent diseases, to promote your well-being, to promote yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, in the absence or in the presence of a healthcare professional. So because this definition spans through a lot of things, many misconceptions abound, and these misconceptions are things that we want to address today so that you will understand that self-care is not really difficult. Today, I want to take you through 5 basic misconceptions about self-care. I'm sure these are misconceptions you've heard about, and I'm here to let you know what the truth is and what is applicable. Self-care actually has a very cordial relationship with your mental health. It helps you to, relieve yourself of stress, reduce burnout, improve your productivity, improve your interpersonal relationship with people. So it actually is very important to your mental health. However, self-care is not being perfect. So the first misconception is that self-care is being perfect. Perfect in terms of your physical health, in terms of your mental health, in terms of your finances and the likes. No, please. Self-care is not being perfect. Rather, it helps you take care of things that come your way. Self-care also helps you identify when you need professional help. It helps you identify when you need to see a doctor, when you need to see anybody who can be of professional help to you, including your academic professionals that you need to consult in academic issues. Self-care is not appearing perfect. It's not hiding your problems. It's actually the reverse. Seeking solution to your problem, reaching out to people who can help you, striving to reduce stress as much as possible, promote health as much as possible, and prevent diseases as much as possible. So there you have it. In the process of taking care of oneself, one may be forced to assume that self-care means relieving yourself of every negative feeling, even if it means doing that through illicit drugs, illicit substances, alcoholism, and all that. After all, I want to take care of myself. I don't want to remember these memories. I don't want to keep facing this issue. So some people actually think that self-care means numbing any bad feeling through taking illicit drugs or illegal drugs. No, self-care doesn't ever encourage you to do drugs or to take illicit substances in order to freeze or numb bad feelings or bad experiences. Remember that there are, the downsides of taking these substances and drugs, and these include alterations of your brain chemistry. Of course, when your brain chemistry is altered, you start needing more and more of these drugs, tolerance and dependence set in. Taking these substances prevents you from functioning normally until you take them. In trying to run away from pain or from bad feelings through illicit substances, remember that there are repercussions, there are disadvantages and cons. And apart from altering your brain chemistry and making you unable to perform tasks that ordinarily you would perform without the drugs, they also alter your heart function, can get your heart valves infected, and you know what that means. It can lead to heart complications. There are also legal aspects of it. You might get yourself a criminal record. You might have to keep going back and forth, wasting your time to exonerate yourself from crime or from whatever charges. There are increased cases of accidents, road traffic accident, home accident, any kind of accident you can think about because of the use of drugs. And you don't want to die because of the use of drugs. Death can come as a result of these accidents that can be fatal, and also as a result of overdosage of these substances. So self-care is not the use of substances to numb pain. Rather, it could involve therapy and meditation, reflection, and many other professional ways that it can be handled if you seek professional advice or professional care. So next is, there is a misconception that self-care is expensive. That's why when you tell people take care of yourself, they're like, with which resources, with which money? I don't have enough money, I'm not rich, so I can't take care of myself. No. Self-care is not expensive. Self-care is as simple as solving puzzles to engage your brain mentally is a form of mental self-care. Reading inspiring books, things you're passionate about, seeing movies that inspire you, that help you feel good, that make you feel good. So it is exercise, it is swimming, it is meditating, relaxing, listening to music. So these things, if they are going to relieve you of stress, if they're going to improve your feeling of self-worth, if they're going to improve your concentration and improve the chances that you will do better at tasks, then they are self-care practices. You don't have to break a bank. You don't have to pay so much to have access to things that can help you practice self-care. You don't have to sell all you have to be able to practice self-care in the process of wanting to feel better. So please, self-care is not expensive. So another relatable misconception is that self-care is instant gratification. Self-care is not instant gratification. In fact, in some instances, it is delayed gratification that helps you attain the level of health that you want to attain. Now, I want to take care of myself. I think that a car will improve my quality of life. It will reduce my steps, reduce the stress that I go through, and then improve the chances that I'll live longer. Now, you know that you cannot afford a car. Instead of going ahead to take a loan to buy a car, you can save up more to be able to get a car without necessarily taking a loan that you might have to pay an interest on. So you have to be really rational in practicing self-care. And so if we think of self-care as anything we do to achieve everything we want, or anything we do to feel good at all times, then we might be carried away with that misconception, carried away by the misconception that self-care is instant gratification. So let us be sure that in practicing self-care, it is rational. And to the last misconception, some people think that self-care is having to choose between oneself and other people. That is to say, self-care is selfish. Self-care is basically prioritizing your health, because of course, a saying goes that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Something has to be in the cup, whether it's full or half full or just have some content in it. You have to have something to give to someone. So it's basically prioritizing your health, knowing that you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of other people. Otherwise, you will be busy chasing other people's wishes, passion, and neglecting yours, and before you know it, frustration sets in, resentment sets in, and you might dislike these people that you had to sacrifice your self-care for. So it is prioritizing yourself and knowing that you need to take care of yourself. For example, you want to get some sleep in order to perform productively, whereas someone, a friend, or maybe someone else wants you to perform a task for them at your leisure time. It's left for you to know, can you get this sleep some other time? If yes, you can go ahead if it's your choice. But if it's something that is really tight for you and the sleep is paramount, you might be practically not be doing something productive. You might just practically be pleasing the person who wants you to perform this task, whereas you would have taken some minutes to sleep and some other minutes to know if you can be able to achieve these tasks. Rather than doing something haphazardly, you might want to prioritize your sleep and let the person understand that this is why this sleep is important, and this is why this sleep is important to the task ahead. Consider a situation where you don't sleep, you are not productive, you're not thinking straight, you're going to muddle up everything, you're not going to do a good job. You need to strike a balance. It's not being selfish, it's not having to choose oneself over other people. You need to prioritize yourself so that you'll be able to help others. In fact, self-care helps you maintain strong interpersonal relationship with the other people, so it helps you know how to strike a balance. Otherwise, you're not going to have a good relationship with people because you will keep prioritizing others, and before you know it, you will be resentful. You will not like these people that you are prioritizing over yourself. So guys, remember, practicing self-care is not supposed to be expensive. It's not supposed to be very discomforting for you to do. It is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is not being perfect. It is not the use of harmful substances or illicit substances to numb pain. And finally, self-care is not instant gratification. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to share this video, subscribe, like, and drop your comments in the comment section. Until next time, guys. Bye bye.